Hey everybody, welcome back to the Professor's Lab. This is Chris. I got another pack opening for you guys. So like I said the other day, we'll go ahead and finish off that first booster box we had there of Team Up, and we'll cut into a little over half of this one, I think, and we'll hopefully get some good cards. Didn't pull a Rainbow Rare off that last video. I'm shaking the camera here. Didn't pull a Rainbow Rare off that last video. If I remember, we got a full art, a couple full arts, full art Brox, and we also got, oh, here, let me see, I got them over here somewhere. Yeah, here they are. So we got, here was our pull, our initial pull off of the booster box, along with, we had some reverse hollows, I believe, a Zapdos, Jirachi, Absol, a couple hollow rares. So there might still be a rainbow in this one. We never know. So we'll go ahead and get going on this. See if we can pull anything else out of this box that's good. We got Fairy, Jinx, Kangaskhan, Nidorina, Honedge, Nidoran, Cosmog, Magikarp, Zorua, Gyarados, rare for your reverse, and a Lapras. That was my godsend card when I was playing my first pre-release tournament, actually. I pulled two of those. I was able to do really well. I believe I ended up getting first in that one. The other one, I did three. The second one I didn't do too hot. The third one I got second place, I'm sorry. Persian, Farfetch'd, Cosmoem, Tentacool, Ponyta, Alolan Grimer, Cosmog, Litten. Reverse is Staryu, and our rare is Ferrothorn. Alright, let's see what we got here. There's more Gengar Mimikyus than on the rest, so we'll go ahead and open that. Well, I guess it's about even there. Fighting, Rapidash, Electrocharger, Hitmonchan, Joltik, Squirtle, Blitzel, Tentacool, Grimer. Our reverse is a Rapidash, and our rare, another Alolan Ninetales holographic. That one seems like it's fairly common to pull. Zapdos I've been pulling decent. I've actually had a lot of trouble pulling the Jirachis. I think I've pulled 4 out of, I don't know, 5 booster boxes now. Alright, got Electric, Grass Energy, Persian, Farfetch'd, Blitzel, Tentacool, Pidgey, Dratini, Pawniard, Zorua is your reverse, and your rare is Kabutops. I've also built a deck online that I'm testing out. I don't think it'll ever be competitive, but it's fun. But if you guys can see the ability there, as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, your opponent can't play supporter cards from their hand. If you pair that with the Omastar from this set, they're also not able to play item cards, which makes it really fun. So we'll go ahead and do the Snorlax that matches my mat back there. That is another thing for those of you that haven't been to regionals I was talking about in the last video. They did do some events. I don't know if it's every single one where you're able to get more of the promo cards or the mats, or it looked like for the video game players they handed out hats. You were able to get a hat or a mat for your entry, and then you got, basically prize wall points for each win you got during that tournament. But it was pretty nice, so I was able to get an extra mat for you guys to see here. We got Steel, Dangerous Drill, Alolan Graveler, Ammonite, Alolan Geodude, Poochyena, Paris, Joltik, Squirtle. Our reverse is Zoroark. I think that would be a really fun card to play sometime. His Night Punishment attack does 20 for each Pokemon in your discard, up to 200 damage. And Pinsir for our rare. I could see that one being some fun if you paired that with maybe Umbreon from, I can't even remember what set, one of the last couple of sets. So we'll go ahead and do the Venusaur Celebi here. So we got Grass, Electrocharger, Hitmonchan, Grass Energy, or I'm sorry, Memory, Alolan Grimer, Ponyta, Mareep, Charmander, Pidgeotto. Our reverse is a Nidorino. And our rare is, there's the Omastar I was talking about. As long as you have fewer Pokemon in play than your opponent, you can't play any item cards from their hand. So I've got the two of those together. It's interesting. I tried to add a Gengar and Mimikyu to it to maybe boost his damage, since they wouldn't be able to get rid of those cards. I think it's decent. It's not great. It's going to be really interesting to see if I can iron it out. But only time will tell on that one. We got Metal, Cosmoem, Dragonair, Ingo and Emmet, Magikarp, Poochyena, Bronzer, Alolan Geodude, Dratini. We've got Black Market. If you threw this in with the Zoroark I was talking about earlier, that would also help. And our rare is Gengar Mimikyu Tag Team GX. We will go ahead and sleeve that. It's seeing quite a bit of play right now. It's good. I don't know that it's great yet. I think it's one of those that still needs to be ironed out. But I think it's got some potential. Got a Snorlax Eevee here. And we got Water Energy, Spiritomb. Spiritomb, I think, would be another one for that dark deck. Discard 4 Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. That would help you get your discards in there, so you could do the 200 damage with the Zoroark. Pawniard, Alolan Grimer, Ponyta, Starmie as your reverse, and your rare is Alolan Executor. Pile all these off to the side. So we got 2 more from the first booster box. So far we've only pulled, I believe, 2 hyper rares and 2 ultra rares, 3 ultra rares. So pretty good chance that there's going to be something. I'm not going to promise because I'm usually wrong, but I'm the king of the green packs though, so there's a chance. Golduck, Dana, Paris, Vullaby. The camera get focused there. Apparently it's not going to. There we go. Honedge, Nidoran, Alolan Geodude, and the rare is Bisharp. Alright, can we get some last pack magic from the last booster box? We got Psychic, Charmeleon, Morgan, Flaffy, Mareep, Charmander, Honedge, Pidgeotto, Nidoran. Our reverse is another Charmander, and our rare is Garvantula. So we were unfortunately not able to pull a rainbow rare from that box, but that is alright. We got a couple of full arts that I think are very playable, and we nailed it on reverse holos. So that's always good. Let's bust into this box. I think we'll go ahead. Yeah, that'll be good. We'll go ahead and set these off to the back over here. And we will get to those in the next video tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But we got quite a few here, so I'm going to try to go a little fast. See what we can pull. Don't know if anybody else has looked at the cards from the next set coming out in, I believe, May. There are quite a few good ones there. I'm super excited for the Reshiram Charizard card. I'm a huge Charizard fan. Alolan Marowak for a rare. I hope it sees some play. I'd really like to build that deck. I've built the Charizard from this set, and it seems to do good. I don't think it's going to be competitively strong, or we would have probably seen it the last 2 weekends. But if you're just having some fun or a casual tournament or something, it's a great deck to play. It does a lot of damage quickly. It's into cool for our reverse, and our rare is a Lugia holographic. It's another one I haven't pulled very many of from this. I'll go ahead and put it back here. I think I've only pulled maybe 3 and 1 reverse. it's been a little elusive as well. I think I had said in the last video that I would show you guys my coin from regionals along with some of the plushies I got, and unfortunately I had forgotten to do that, so I will make a note to myself as soon as I'm done with this video to do that for the next one. Wondrous Labyrinth and Eevee Snorlax to match our mat right there. Go ahead and sleeve this up. I was actually hoping to get Pikachu Zekrom at the regionals for our mat. Rumor has it it'll be either the next regional event or maybe a League Cup mat, which would be interesting to see. I don't know that my local league's going to have cups in time for that. Probably not, but if we did, that'd be great. Okay, apparently I'm not going to get this one open. I'm not sure how many more regionals we have before the one in Madison, Wisconsin. I'm hoping to attend that one. That'll be right after the new set becomes legal, I believe, so it'll be interesting to kind of see everything shuffle up and new decks emerge, old decks disappear, kind of like Blacephalon. You didn't see a whole lot of Blacephalon at this most recent one, except for the guy that got first place. A buddy of mine also played it. But it's just crazy how quickly it can go from the #1 deck in the game to just a top deck that wins, doesn't win, just depending on who plays it. Our rare is Ferrothorn. So I'm interested to see what comes from the next set. I do kind of wish that the Japanese decks would, Japanese sets would release simultaneously with ours. It does kind of make it little silly that they're able to play these cards for, you know, a while before we even get them, because then the deck's already built. Our people pretty much just copy them over here, and got a Fairy Charm UB, and our rare is an Incineroar GX. I believe that saw some play at regionals as well. It's kind of a dirty card. Once you get him out, he can pretty much power himself up with his ability. And he's hitting immediately. Apologize, these sleeves are just really hard to move. The one thing that I was most happy about at regionals, though, was the fact that I did not face Lost March. It is my least favorite deck. Online, I will instantly quit. I won't even play it. I can't stand it. I don't know why it's so bad to me, but Reverse Hollows Electrode, and our rare is another Omastar. I think we opened one of those either this video or last video. Kabuto, Nita, Nidorina, Alolan Grimer, Cosmog, Ponyta, Voltorb, Squirtle, Heliolisk is our reverse, and our rare is Bisharp. Bisharp's another one that saw a lot of play in the pre-release kits. I believe half of them had that, the other half had Muck. So you had either one or the other when you were playing. Muck's kind of nasty in a pre-release setting. Fairy, Sabrina Suggestion, Torracat, Jinx, Mareep, Ferroseed, Charmander, Helioptile, Mankey, Ponyta for the reverse, and Mandibuzz for the rare. The card I was kind of surprised to see at regionals, I would say, would be the Jolteon. I had bought the box set before I'd gone down there, never really paid it any attention. But it does make a lot of sense when you start looking at the decks, looking at the counters, what people were playing to offset Jirachi. It made a lot of sense why people were playing that. I really didn't expect it. Another one I think would be a fun one to play with would be Beedrill. Destiny Stinger, you're knocked out, opponent's knocked out. If you're playing against Pikachu Zekrom or Eevee Snorlax, Gengar Mimikyu, I mean, that could absolutely devastate the game quickly. That is a deck that I expect to see get some play not too long. Surprised I haven't been seeing it online already, to tell you the truth. Ammonite, Kangaskhan, Heliolisk, Ponard, Staryu, Honedge, Weedle, Dratini. Primeape is our reverse rare, and our rare is a Zapdos. You cannot beat that. Figuratively and literally. So I think we're a little over halfway here. I don't remember how many exactly I had from the last box. Quite a few, but getting the stack down here. Still no rainbow rares. It's a little disappointing because that's most of what I need. Oh, get back in the center here. Sorry, guys. Mr. Mime is our reverse, and our rare is Zebstrika. Zebstrika is another one in the pre-release kits that saw a lot of play. They had, I believe, 2 Zebstrika and 3 Blitzel in each one of them. Okay, come on. These packs are giving me a hard time today. We got Psychic Energy, Electrocharge, Ponyta, Cosmog, Bronzer, Squirtle, Mareep for the reverse, and our rare is a Mimikyu sitting on the edge of a road, looks like. Okay, hopefully we can get something good out of these packs right here, because I would really hate to think that all the good stuff is up here in our packs for tomorrow or the next day, depending on when I get around to it. Had quite a few white packs, just mostly been holo rares or the Zapdos, the GX card we got, Blitzel, Tentacool, Paris, Electrocharger for the reverse, and Alolan Golem for the rare. Try to speed this up a little bit. Keep making 2-hour-long videos here. You guys aren't going to want to watch them all. Another reverse holo Jirachi. What are the odds? And our rare is a Pidgeot. Well, if we keep it up at this rate, I'll have a play set by the end of the day. It's actually kind of ironic because I had the Jirachi already in my binder for my personal collection, and I could not find a reverse holo Jirachi anywhere. I was opening and opening and opening. I actually traded with a gentleman at regionals for it, and I've opened 3 since then, so it's kind of ironic. Had to, and our rare is a Hoopa GX. I'm glad I pulled that. I actually used all of mine. I had, I believe, 3 of these in my trade binder. I had to trade them in for store credit with, I believe it was Yeti Games, to get a couple more cards that I needed to finish off my collection. No Full Grip Game was there. And you guys hear my dogs going off in the background there. Someone must have knocked on the door. Evelyn, Nanu, I'm sorry, Farfetch'd, Mankey, Litten, Emolga, Mareep, Vulpix, Nita is our reverse, and Pangoro is my rare. Yeah, they're still going crazy in there. Love those dogs to death. They love barking at that door. Can't blame them though. Magikarp, Alolan Geodude, Bronzer, Dratini, Sabrina's Suggestion, and a Blastoise. I've pulled more Charizard than Blastoise this set. I think that card would also be another fun deck. Again, probably not going to be anything sees competitive play, but it'll still be fun. I guess I ought to not mess up the card trick here. Dragonair, Blitzel, Squirtle, Tentacool, Paris, Pawniard, Blitzel for the reverse, and Alolan Muck for the rare. Alright guys, down to the last 3. Now let's see what my dogs were barking at. My wife's out there, she quieted them down, but Hitmonchan, Dragonair, Unidentified Fossil, Litten, Emolga, Mareep, Vulpix, Joltik. Reverse is Honedge. The rare is Starmie. Grass Energy, Rapidash, Evelyn, Nanu, Poochyena, Voltorb, Pancham, Klefki, Charmander, Flaffy for the reverse, and Alolan Exeggutor. Again, sorry if I keep bringing these off the edge of the screen there. Again, it's a little camera I got going on here is a little awkward. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic on this one. Nidorino, Dangerous Drill, Hitmonchan, Blitzel, Vullaby, Pidgey, Honedge, Nidoran, Ammonite for the reverse, and the rare, oh man, Rainbow Rare Hoopa GX. That is one I definitely do not have yet, and I'm very excited to see that. Wow, that's awesome. I was kind of hoping for the Rainbow Rare Celebi Venusaur, but I will definitely take this. So we'll go ahead and sleeve this up. So that'll go straight into my collection, but not a bad haul for about a booster box, I think. When it was all said and done, I think this is about the size of the stack we had on our last one, but thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll have the Jolteon box for the next video. I wrote down, so I will remember the plushes, and then I've got quite a few of these trade and play kits from the Pokemon trade event for GameStop. I'm interested to see what's in those, and until next time, I'll see you guys later.